Under the scorching sun on the grounds of Kulgona MA Primary School, situated at Kulgona, a suburb of the Nalerigu-Gambaga constituency, is a massive gathering of people, young and old, with their little ones as they anticipate the arrival of their most regarded member of parliament and a group of donors who are to provide them with the most required gifts of their lives. Regardless of how the sun hits them, they stay not entirely set in stone to see and communicate their joy in receipt of their gifts. Despite the several hours of waiting from as early as 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 9th of March 2024, the chiefs and members of all 17 communities stayed seated or stick around to receive their guests. However, the excitement got higher at about 2:50 p.m. when Honorable Alhaji Baba Seydou Isifu showed up in the company of Professor Peter Kweku Leme and others to certify the mission of the day. In a local drumming and moving parade, members of the community energetically received their guests, who might sooner than later hand over a very much outfitted super present-day junior high school facility, a mechanized borehole, and a computer laboratory to them. The school facility, which was constructed by Honorable Baba Seydou Yusufu, Member of Parliament for the Nalerigu-Gambaga constituency, the water project, and the computer lab, which were donated by Mr. and Mrs. Professor Peter Kweku Leme and the Central Connecticut State University, were to be formally inaugurated and handed over to the community. In a welcome speech, a representative of the Chief of Kulgona, Mr. Albert, referred to the Member of Parliament as indispensable, as he underscored the significance of the facilities to the community and how blissful the late chief would have been to observe this day.
Having said the significance of education for the economy, if you narrow it down to the individual level, education plays a significant role in instilling patriotism into the young ones. It forces them or it challenges them to think critical thinking, to be able to analyze difficult situations. And because of that, it is good at a youthful age that will place much emphasis in instilling the modern form of education in their lives. Government in the past have always concentrated in infrastructure, buildings, and teachers. There are other areas you will go. The buildings are not even there. But the best way to have excellent education, it must come with auxiliary facilities, of which I want to touch only 3 of them. The number 1 is water. Water is life. I remember when we were attending here, anytime you are thirsty, you either have to go back home to drink, or go to the neighbor house, or go to the river. This thing affects academic or instructional hours. And at the end of the day, the hours that would have used for teaching and lesson is being lost. Besides that, the water we were even drinking was not even potable. It wasn't even clean water. It was contaminated water that used to pose us to water-related sicknesses such as cholera and the rest. So we cannot overlook the importance of water as far as education is concerned. The third I want to talk about is furniture. One of the skills in education is to be able to write clearly. And the only way a child will be able to write is to have a serene environment, comfortable sitting place, and writing space. But if you look at the primary school, if you enter there, you see that some of them are writing on stones. The provision of this furniture, in fact, it will improve their writing skills. It's going to be a game changer in Kulgona and its environment. Last but not least, the computers. We live in an ICT world. Everything is changing. We are in a digital world. I'm a teacher by profession. One of the challenges we face is teaching and learning resources. There are no textbooks. The provision of these computers, if they are connected to internet, as the children and the teacher will be able to go online to get teaching and learning materials. These computers again, if proper teaching is being instilled on these children, I am sure and I'm confident that in the near future, Kulgona will produce software developers and programmers. This is the only few thing I want to say, but I cannot end this without doing small politics. Our honorable member, I always call you game changer, but today let me call you indispensable MP. We are grateful to you. Even being an opposition MP, you have done so much. I have always challenged.
Portraying his condition of feeling as blended, the MP expressed that he wished to have celebrated this day with the late chief who has been his companion and source of encouragement from the very beginning of this project.
Good afternoon to our kids. Good afternoon to everybody. Today is a very special day for me, even though I can confidently say that I'm here with some mixed feelings. Mixed feelings because this novelty today was started by myself and the late Kulgona Dana of blessed memory. I remember when we cut sword to start this project, the chief Kulgona Dana said he's an old man, but he's not ready to die until he sees me deliver this project to the community. Unfortunately, he died about 6 months ago. Even though he couldn't wait for us to hand over the project to the community, the Almighty is supreme. The Almighty called our Father. But before he went, he saw the state of the project and saw that we were at the finishing level. So I can confidently say that he managed to see how we ended the project before going to our ancestors. I'm saying mixed feeling because I should have been dancing here with him. But who am I? When the Almighty calls, you cannot refuse to answer. So on this note, we continue to honor him. We continue to say words of prayer to him. We continue to glorify his wisdom. Today is a very special day. It's a special day because we collectively have been able to deliver the project. Our dream project of having a JHS building for the 17 communities, Jablaju, Bampadu, all those places, all the 17 communities are here. And this special signature school is for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I know some people and everybody, it is normal and natural that the other communities, 17 communities, will be looking for a similar one in their individual villages. But I can tell you that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. As we are talking today, the people of Langense, Gambaga, Nalergo, other places are all looking for this signature project. I call it signature project because there's no school in northern Ghana, no JHS building in northern Ghana has these facilities that we have here today. I can confidently say that you will not find it, whether it is in northern region, whether it is in upper east region or upper west region. You cannot find it anywhere. We are blessed to have a JHS building with a computer lab, with a water system, with everything that you can think about. And I'm sure as time goes by, we should be able to find ways to introduce some learning materials, whether it is online or offline, or whatever we can do to make textbooks accessible to these little ones, to give them a brighter future. We will have to do that. It is work in progress. But let me say that our development is not going to end in Kulgona. Maybe today we are giving you people a JHS building. Tomorrow we may be going to Tentarga to put up a borehole. We may be going to Tentarga to give them electricity. We may be going to Tentarga or Jablajo to construct a bridge. But all those things can come if we have the capacity and the opportunity. Today, I can say that the little opportunity I have gotten is what has delivered the beautiful building that we are going to commission today. And I can tell you that they say charity begins at home. The little beginnings will tell you what can happen if you get bigger opportunities. I can only say that let's work together, let's continue to work together, let's continue to collaborate and see what we can do to make life a little bit better for our kids, a little bit better for the women, a little bit better for all of us. It is very important for us to collaborate to do that. Distinguished guests, our revered chiefs, our brothers and sisters around, let me clearly say that as an MP who has been in office for only 3 years, I've done a lot. I've done a lot not because I've been given the government pairs to do that. I've done a lot because of my network. It is because of my network that we have a representation from the Central Connecticut State University here today. That is what network can do. It is out of my network that I commissioned about 20 mechanized boreholes 2 months ago. It is out of my network that I also commissioned about 6 hand pump boreholes for these communities. You realize that when the COVID struck, our little children were at home. They were not in school. So virtually they couldn't have an opportunity to do online learning. There are no computers, no electricity, nothing for them.
Taking the turns to express their side of the joy, the representatives of Central Connecticut State University have this to say.
Makes a difference. Also, as an educator, it is important to be passionate of what you do, but it is also important to lead by example. And I am so proud of the team that we have with us this afternoon, because they are leading by example. So with that, it gives me great privilege to introduce Dr. Peter Lemaire.
Thank you very much. As our provost just said, this happened with a lot of people who supported us. But most importantly, it was the leadership for all to start everything of Honorable. Honorable basically impressed upon us the need for building and putting together a signature project, as he calls it. We call it a seed, which means that we expect the community to water it, protect it, support the headmaster. support the headmaster, and also the students, the young ones, make sure that you give them all the support they need to make sure that this is actually a seed that will continue to grow. We heard that there are 17 communities that will be using this facility. It will be great if each one can have its own. But this is, again, a seed, a beginning, and we need the support of all of you. As our provost mentioned, of course, those of us at Central Connecticut State University were privileged, actually, to contribute our small bit to make sure that this facility, that Honorable started and put in all the effort, his own money, and cajoled all of us, pulled all of us along to make sure that this day came to be. And we want to make sure we inform the community that this is just a beginning. This is a seed. Thank you very much. We really appreciate the support we see around here. We're really impressed. When we're coming, we thought we were just coming to the school, look at it, and go away. And we're so impressed, very, very impressed, to find our honorable our leaders of the community actually coming to support us. All the members of the community, the little ones, all here to support this project. So it gives us great hope that this is not going to end here and that this is going to continue to grow. Thank you all, and thank you very much.
Established in the year 1977, Kulgona MA Primary School is one of the oldest but less favored schools in the Nalerigu-Gambaga constituency, with various challenges ranging from poor infrastructure to absence of water, lack of teachers' accommodation, and several others. In his inauguration speech before handing over the facility to the community, Honorable Alhaji Baba Seidu Yusufu has this to tell his colleague politicians.
And we realize that the government policy is not good. I have to leverage my friends, I have to leverage other government institutions to help me to be able to do this. Now, the implication is that I am showing the politicians and the leadership of this nation that this is the way to go. When we are talking about quality education at the basic level, this is how it should look like. Not for you to go and put up a building and the kids will go and lie on their comments. Take instruction. That is unacceptable. Okay, so this one has there's a washroom, there's potable drinking water in there, there's a computer lab in there, the good furniture, very beautiful furniture in there. That is what we are saying. So that the little ones can also be equated to people from across the globe. They are also human beings, they deserve better. So once we have done it in a village like this, it means that it is doable everywhere once you have the opportunity. So what I can tell our other people from Gamlato, Tok, and all the number one, number two, and all those places is that they should be patient and they should breathe. It is possible that there's a school here. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger one than this facility in another community. So I know that everybody is yearning for things like this across the constituency. There's no, serious-minded person who will come and see this facility and will not want to have it in his community. I mean, it is natural. So that is why I call it a signature program. And I'm just hopeful that we will have the energy and the strength to continue. I'll continue to live. Let me say something before I go. The contractor has been a very, very useful contractor. I can tell you that the amount of money we used to put up with, if it was to go on a contract, normal government contract, you times 4 of what we used to put up with. The contractor, very modest. The community people came out to also support communal labor, fetching water, doing things, mixing concrete. Everybody was involved. So beyond the contractor, the people of the community were also involved. So this is the spirit I want to lead, I want to show to every community. That kind of spirit is what will take us to the next step. The spirit of collaborating, coming together, and making sure that, look, we sacrifice our comfort and invest for the future. Education is our future. Maybe this Americans, one of them may become the MP in the next, some years to come, or even the president of Ghana in some years to come. It is possible. But what do we do for them? How do we prepare them for the future? And this is the kind of preparation we're giving them today. So I'm very excited, and I thank everybody for making it possible. Especially I thank our team and special guests from the University of Central Connecticut State University. And we appreciate that, appreciate the kindness of everybody from the Africana studies. I was there, I had a meeting with them, very beautiful people. They gave me, I spent my money, pocket money to go to America to have a meeting with them. To tell them that come. That's why they're here today. Okay? That's why they're here today. They opened their doors, we had a meeting, and a lot of good things will follow. A lot of good things will follow. And we should not be surprised that in a very short future, we're going to have a website. They started talking peace and education. They started whispering to me, so what about that? How do we get it? Let's do this. So that website will give the students the opportunity to take textbooks, have textbooks on there, reading materials will be loaded on there so that they can, improve their learning skills and things like that. So that is what I can say. It will continue to be a significant project because the future will show. Thank you very much.
As the entire community was thrown into an atmosphere of delight and appreciation, the headmaster, Mr. Bugri Yado, and the senior prefect of Kulgona Junior High School, Idrisu Beduma, in an exclusive interview with Godfred Awindedaba, could not say otherwise than thank Parliament and his donors for their good job. They say, may the all-powerful God favor the MP for setting up such a superb structure for them and favor Mr. and Mrs. Professor Peter Kweku Leme and the Central Connecticut State University for setting up such a great water project and a computer laboratory to support the academic life of the students and the development of the community.
I was transferred from Dubone to Kulgona MA Primary School as at 2017, March 2017 that I was transferred here as the head teacher of the primary school here. And ever since then till now, I look at the primary and then the junior high, though it hasn't been absorbed by government yet, but from my meetings with the staff, we decided that, and then we took some teachers to go to the junior high and then assist them in teaching. So ever since then, they've been teaching, and then the number that is left, we concentrate on the primary. 2022, 2023, the candidates, they went and joined Bintray junior high, and then they wrote. Unfortunately, on our side, the highest was from Bintray primary, and then the second was from our students. So the junior high here, though it hasn't been absorbed yet by government, but we do our best. And fortunately on us, the junior high school is construction, and then all other things started 2021, where they came and then they looked at the land and they started the blocks, molding and other things. And fortunately on our side, the building has been completed successfully, and from the look of things, they came with furniture and other issues pertaining to water and other matters too. Our borehole has been, they came and then dug it, and a very nice one, of course, is at the other side of the building. So on our side, we are doing our part, and mostly we do say glory be to God. Fortunately on us, our MP is one of the best. though the school hasn't been absorbed by government, but what he is doing and almost completing, we are very grateful to him. We have MPs previously, but it doesn't look as if people even live in Kulgona. But he and only God knows why he's interested and then putting up this structure or this school in the community. And from the look of things, entirely the mothers, the fathers, and then the children, their interest. Personally, I'm a bit more than the word bit. I'm more than happy because hearing from people like, oh, this your school there, oh, then I also doing it. Oh, hey, am I out of? I said, no, you can still, because that, oh, someone will tell you that he or she was at this school, but because of this or that, he left. I said, oh, that one, there's no problem. You can still come and then join us here. And then from the look of things, it's just when you show interest and you dedicate pertaining to the teaching and then the learning activities. In fact, one day, one time, we personally as teachers, we can use you to also knock our chest that yes, this is or these are our students.
So how was the infrastructure issues in the school before the initiation of this new project?
For infrastructure pertaining to textbooks, sitting places, furnitures, it was a big problem in the school, especially both primary and then the junior. The junior high, it was the student, because it's not absorbed by government. We couldn't talk of it at
Assembly.
our assembly or when we are at the education office. Mostly our interest was on the primary. That is being absorbed by government. According to the history, it was established in 1977. So that school, but still no furniture.
Still no furniture.
Still no furniture. The only reason we had here last 2 terms were 20 for the KG1, KG2 up to P6.
So this particular project, is it for junior high or is for the primary?
It's for the junior high. Despite the fact that it hasn't been absorbed, but the whole project is for the junior high.
You made mention about your MP. Is he the sole financier of this project, or is he the one who brought it entirely?
Yeah, he initiated it, so I'm sure he has support from other reasons, because there with personally himself, though he's our MP, but he's on the minority side, and you know Ghana, most of the things they do, like if you are in power and then maybe the president too is your main man, that is in the same party.
So meaning that your MP is not on the side of government as it stands, yet he's able to put up this project.
Yes.
So what's the full name of your MP?
Honorable Alhaji Baba Isifu Sedu.
Wow. So how is the feeling to the community with regards to this project?
Pertaining to this project, entirely Kulgona and its surrounding communities, we are more than happy. Because if they come and look at the structure itself, and then the borehole, in fact, it's more amazing. We are very grateful. And we still have the hope that our Honorable Alhaji Baba Isifu Sedu, when he comes to power, which definitely I know that he will still come to power, more of this will happen in the community.
We are told that the water project was donated by Prof. K. Peter Lemaire. What can you say about them? Do you know them personally, actually, the donors of the water project?
Actually, personally, I don't know them. They may have some interaction or some issues with our MP.
Sure.
But personally, I don't know. If I should say I know this or that, it would be a lie.
So what can you say about that water project?
The water project, in fact, very nice, because entirely water issues. There's no water in the community.
Seriously?
There is no water. The river is here. That is why at times they used to fetch, and then when they are going for feeding and other things, they dug from this one.
Dugouts.
Yes.
To fetch.
And there's no water at the moment. But looking at the borehole here, I was more than surprised when they owned it, and then the water that was flowing. The day they dug it out, I was there when about 17 or so, this and that,
Pipes.
like the pipes. So entirely, the bowl is more than expected. It's very good.
School, it was like the school roofing, the wind blew and come and push it and remove it away. So we don't have sitting place. And the primary school, our head discussed that we should come there and sit at P3 and P2 and P1. And the upper primary people they will join at the lower primary school. So we were there, and this Alhaj Baba came and built this school for us.
Who is that? Who is Alhaji Baba?
Alhaj Baba MP.
Okay. So he built this new project.
Yes.
So do you think this new project will end the infrastructure problems on this school?
Yes. Now we will be serious because we have furniture in this school. Everything we have in this school. Now we can learn very hard.
So what would be your message to Alhaji?
Alhaji Baba, our message for him is we are very proud for him. We will make him proud.
By learning?
Yes, by learning and passing our exams.
Good. We also see that there's a water project that is behind the school, and we are told is donated by Mr. Mrs. Prof. Peter K. Lemaire.
Yes.
What is your take on that project?
The project. This school, our water, the pipe destroyed, and we couldn't repair it. And when they built the school, and they come and dig the borehole will help us in our water. We will drink water on it.
So what will be your message to Mr. and Mrs. Prof. Peter K. Lemaire?
We thank him for the water, and we will keep it. We will keep it very good. We will use it good. We will not let it destroy.
Now, Professor Peter K. Lemaire, an elder of Kulgona, you are now a community member. You are most welcome to Kulgona.
As an indication of appreciation to the Central Connecticut State University and Professor Peter Kweku Lemaire, the chiefs and elders of Kulgona and surrounding communities conferred a developmental chieftaincy title on Professor Peter Kweku Lemaire. The title is articulated as Chief Nkwemwa Dan. Chief Nkwemwa Dan. And that implies that the community is confident in Prof as somebody with a mind to do more things for them. When the dust settles, after the moments of joy, drumming and dancing, and everything turned to normal, the community, and for that matter, Kulgona MA Primary School, will have yet one thing to worry about. That's the teachers' quarters and the state of the primary school buildings. So this is the teachers' quarters of Kulgona MA Primary School. And you can see how the building is. You can see how it is rotten. In fact, since I got here, I have been taking some information from some of the indigents here, and in fact, it is amazing the kind of information people give with regards to this particular school. A lot has been going on in this school. Infrastructure has been a very serious challenge to this particular school. But this particular project, which is termed as the teachers' quarters, caught my attention seriously because to some of the people, specifically some two women and the head teacher and some few young men, are alleging that there are pictures circulating purporting to be this particular project. And I'm told that when you see those pictures, it will amaze you that either politicians or whatever will be circulating some nice photos purporting that these photos are pictures of this particular school. I mean, this particular building, which is the teachers' quarters. I'm told it was a very nice picture, well painted with lighting and everything set in place. Very nice building. But this is the actual state of the project. We are trying to see if we can get those pictures that were circulating purporting to be this particular project so that we can make this issue very authentic. We are told this particular place is used as KG for the students. Look at the nature of the building. You can see how the building is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It has never even been completed. It has been broken down by itself. Nothing has happened to it, but it's just breaking down into pieces. You can see it's breaking down into pieces. And this is total waste of resources, time and land. Total waste. Total waste. So this building can no longer ever be used. So meaning that the wood used, the zinc used, the cement used, the sand used, the water used, the time, everything has gone into waste. And this is what we as Ghanaians are doing to ourselves. This is a project awarded to a school to be built for the comfort of teachers so that they can stay in and teach the students and give them better education. And this is what the same politicians have turned the whole thing into, making a total waste of everything, waste of resources, waste of people's time. And now this is the current state of this particular project. It is amazing, it's very funny, and it's annoying. Sometimes when you get into contact with these kind of things, you wonder what kind of a country we live in and the kind of leaders that we have, whether they are visionary leaders or they're just leaders that get into power for the sake of their stomachs and personal interest. How can this happen to a whole community of Kulgona? And it's just, you don't know how to describe it. But this is the current state of a project awarded to be built for teachers to stay in and teach students. Now I'm told currently there are about 11 teachers in this school that are handling both primary and junior high school, though the junior high school is not yet being absorbed by government, but the teachers are posted to the primary school, and then the school will now decide who will handle the junior high students and also at the primary school. So this is what is going on here. And yet these teachers, I'm told some of them stay at Nagbo, and some other places. And from here to Nagbo, when I was coming, it's a very far distance. Yes, some of the teachers will stay there to be traveling here every day to teach. What are we actually doing to ourselves? Let's think about it.
It is therefore the hope of the community and all of us that the government, Member of Parliament, the DCE, and all relevant institutions will stand on their feet to put an end to this canker. Thank you. Godfred Awindinaba, Kulgona MA Primary School, Northeast Region.
So no student was hurt?
No student.
So this was for junior high, Form 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3.
You said the Form 1 was at where? Outside?
Outside.
The pavilion?
That was Form 1.
Here?
Yes, this is Form 1. This is Form 1. So we look for these students. Then those that have furniture, they will put them there. Classic chairs. Those that don't have some, at least 2 or 3, they will sit here while single.